shall lift off of a second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega Lab, we're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready to lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. Now tracking multiple targets inbound.
Got him on radar, Skull. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're... meters altitude. Telemetry indicates it's good eject.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you. This is the query. We're on him. Lead the way, sir. It's a pleasure to fight with you at last.
Omega lead, ejecting.
Roger, Control.
Omega, this is Control. We shall lift off of a second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega Lab, we're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready to lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. Now tracking multiple targets inbound.
Got him on radar, Skull. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're... meters altitude. Telemetry indicates it's good eject.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you. This is the query. We're on him. Lead the way, sir. It's a pleasure to fight with you at last.
Omega lead, ejecting.
Roger, Control.
Omega, this is Control. We shall lift off of a second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega Lab, we're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready to lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. Now tracking multiple targets inbound.
Got him on radar, Skull. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're...
Attention to the paper doll. Make sure you guys are shooting the correct legs. Be careful of the need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And when anybody's running short, is going to stay towards the top of the caldera. We're going to come at them.
I have you in the Griff. Griffin.
Sounds good. Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill the out, man. It's fine, it's just a fire starter.
Komm, Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Don't
fine.
die.
Guys,
15 seconds, don't die.
guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go to Charlie, so we can go
There. To your left, is there?
Sorry, shit.
So, jetzt guys, hinter die Indie-Pocken.
Medium speed, prepare to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Wire are strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over.
Overheating is bad.
Both legs on the Griffin. Get the Griffin.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. That was such a
That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lance, you guys in Charlie, Lance, you guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
What's in die Breite? Zieht euch in die Breite.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Ja, kurz Aufschaltung, Delta 4, 3 Stück, 2 Mediums, ein Light, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line.
C4 Tactical Hill, boys.
Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, hab 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
And get ready to hit people coming from our right.
Charlie on the left. Charlie, a Hellbringer on the left.
Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out.
Check yourselves. Make sure you've got, UAV cool shot.
Hey, here they come. They're pushing hard, guys.
Decro. Tez on.
Go. Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, you cross it then. Get in their face.
They got a highlighter, they just pushed up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta.
Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this.
Full pressure, guys, full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3. Get the f***ing arm, Jackson.
Jackson, cool shot.
Golf. I got him. Go, B3, go.
Echo, go.
Get over on your medium, guys. Get Echo Stormcrow.
God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.
Hello everyone, welcome again to another exciting match of MRBC Season 10. Tonight we have an exciting match for you for Division D. We have Opfor versus Smoke Adders. My name is Iron Kilo, and along with me here I have Mikado Soul with me. Mikado, how are you doing today?
What's going on, Iron? Dude, I'm doing awesome, dude. And again, hey, thanks for joining us tonight here, Iron. Tonight's cast was originally set up with RJ, but RJ did a charity cast, a 24-hour charity cast, raised a bunch of money for charity, so he's feeling kind of dead today. So, again, thanks, guys, for showing up. And we got a pretty good match set up for tonight. This may be the deciding battle for the winner of Division D going into it, between Opfor and Smoke Adders. I think we have a lot to happen here, Sin.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty exciting match again. I think I've said that 3 times. Just heads up for everyone, if you see anything on the stream that was kind of blocking the maps, that was me. I'm still learning these overlays, so I kind of messed up a bit. But yeah, I mean, both teams are pretty much ready to go. I mean, from what I've heard, I'm just waiting to invite the team leaders, and we'll get them in lobby. It looks like we already have Opfor in lobby. Let me see if I can get the Smoke Adders in lobby here.
Yeah, for sure. Again, tonight's cast almost didn't happen. So we're getting this together, guys. It's going to be quick and dirty, touch and go. We'll try not to break anything. But again, if anything does break, you guys out there in the stream are our control room, okay? Let us know how audio, how video looks, and we'll tweak on the fly.
Who am I supposed to be adding again, Mikado? Can you have...
Cypher Sphere, if I'm saying that right. Where's my Discord at? Yeah, Cypher Sphere. So... Charlie, Yankee, Papa, Hotel, Echo, Romeo, Sphere, Sierra, Papa, Hotel, Echo, Romeo, Echo.
Okay, hold on. Cypher, like Cypher, right?
Yeah, C-Y-P-H-E-R.
Sphere, right? P-S-P...
H-E-R-E.
Awesome.
we need to move, we need to move
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? That's weird. I invited Brody. Oh, I don't know.
Already getting off to a great start, guys. We're just gonna have a mixed match teams here on both sides.
Alrighty. So Mikado, why don't you go through the drop 1 rules here for drop 1? Do you have them up, or I can get them? I can go over them if you want.
I sure do. So drop 1, guys. This is the light and fast drop. This is the reconnaissance drop. Again, this is going to be domination. So it's it's a little bit different than the other conquest matches. It kind of brings all the fast movers together here on Viridian Bog. 4 lights, 4 mediums, no lock-on weapons allowed, and you do get a bonus for killing 5 enemy mechs. So again, every point counts as well. Here at MRBC, even doing paperwork and taking screenshots matters here. And again, this is Viridian Bog. Of course, this is a pretty small map, very obvious brawl map as well. There are some key points you could probably put an Overwatch mech, but it's pretty easy to chase down those Overwatch mechs, even on a map like this. Seeing both teams play in the past, I don't think they'll have maybe more than 1 Overwatch mech. Maybe something that can jump high and get up on some of those higher outposts here. Let's maybe we can bring up the map strat here while we're waiting for
sure
next our team 2.
Definitely, yeah. Let me bring up the map.
Wait. Okay.
Hold on. Did I give you the right map? Hold on. Oh, okay. So it's Iron's map. Hold on.
Iron Kilo's map strat, right?
No, that's not it.
Okay. All my map strats have inappropriate names, so I can't even post them.
Give me 1 minute, Mikado. Ding.
No rush.
I'm dropping the ball today.
But yeah, we got Smoke Adders in here, getting set.
That's it. I just sent it to you.
Okay, Team 2 is also set. Perfect. I mean, we may have a quick match ready to go. Let me pull up Viridian Bog here as well. Domination. Okay, hopefully my second screen doesn't die. But looks like we're all set. Real quick. I don't even have time for strat.
Yeah, looks like they're almost ready here. And we still have a couple people, so I think you have a few minutes here. If you want to go over what we're gonna see on drop 1, what you think?
So cool. So yeah. So Team 1 is Entex. Again, there are some high spots along this map where you get some, some Overwatch dudes. You can get some X up there, and there. Same thing from Team 1 side. You get D5, D6, some of these other high areas that will kind of overlook into Echo 5. But as we all know, this brawl is gonna usually unleash around here Echo 5 somewhere. The domination point has been moved a little bit further north to kind of give both teams, you know, an equal ramp, right? There's some stairs here, some stairs here. So it's gonna be, you know, you don't want to get caught out. You don't want to be the first mech dead. But when the call comes to push, you want to be with your team, pulling up on that firing line, ready to brawl, of course, as we all know.
Yes, sir.
That's we have just one more person ready for smoke adders, and you know these. Oh yeah, no night drops. Map setup, cool.
Uh-oh. Dom, if you're watching, I almost dropped it.
Dom called it, dude. Dom. But yeah, we'll try to do any radio drops tonight, or you know, we'll try to pick the map settings here. But looks like we're doing good.
Looks like we're good. Domination, Viridian Bog, North America Day. We got everything set. Okay, looks like we're gonna get it We're gonna get to drop 1 now.
All right.
Here we
and
go.
again, guys, you know, drop 1 it's so fast paced. It's so, you know, chaotic that sometimes even the best teams have issues with drop 1. Right? There's not a lot slowing down the battle. And typically the team that presses W is gonna win this. So let's see as we launch in here. And when we drop in, Iron, did you want to take a look at, I guess, Opfor, and I'll take a look at the Smoke Adders mechs as we come
Sounds good, Mikado. Sounds good.
Beat. Dude, obviously we had the beard game going tonight, dude.
Oh,
Digging
yeah.
it. You know? Gotta keep it real. I'm used to seeing RJ's baby smooth face and his porn stash.
Yeah. Oh, this is my great grandmother one time. She's like saying, "Yeah, real men have beards."
Right. But hey, guys, everyone out there, MRBC, wish RJ Bass, you know, wish him well, guys. He's feeling a little under the weather after a 24-hour charity stream. Wish him some love here in the chat, and definitely show some love for both of these two awesome teams here as well.
Oh, all right. So for. Oh wait, I'm doing Opfor. So Opfor's brought 2 Mustangs, 1 Hunchback, a Stormcrow, Bushwhacker X1, Wolfhound Assassin, and a Javelin. What do you see on Smoke Adders?
Well, you know, I'll tell you right now, I'm not seeing any Overwatch mechs really. I've got 2 Novas, Urban Mech, Cheetah, Mislinks, Bushwhacker, Wolfhound the Assassin. Again, not a single Overwatch mech inside. I think they're going to go balls deep and just go straight in. There's not going to be a lot of waiting for them. One of my favorite Bushwhackers, the heavy Goss one in the mix as well. Is there any Overwatch mechs for Team 1?
They have the Hunchback. I think that's it. I'm gonna see if I can.
I think it's medium pulse on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So medium pulse. So that's Overwatchy, but they're not wasting any time.
No, they're getting into the fight. It looks like we have what is that?
They're immediately touching tips over here, right? In this, you know, this area we talked about, this D5 side. The idea here is focus fire. Right now, Kato looks like he's focused right now, getting kind of beat up there, trying to pull out. A lot of machine guns all over the place. Invictus is on the outside here in this Nova. They're jumping on Android 5000 here. Smoke Adders, he's down to 71%, 68%. That's the hard focus right now for Opfor, it looks like.
Yep.
He's down. Next, right now you have all these little battles going on around here, and Iron, as you know, you don't want a bunch of mini battles.
Yeah, it looks like that Nova. Fire. That Nova's getting focused right now by Opfor.
Invictus, yeah, 75%,
yep.
70%.
Gotta get those legs.
That's it. I mean, it's 2 and 2, 3 and 2 now. Now we have finishing off. Mechs are opening up now. Those machine guns able to do some work. We got flamers on the field as well. There's ain't BattleTech. There's no melee up in this bad boy, but I say Mad Becker is also going down.
All right, Jamie Wolf took out Seeding Kerensky, and now we got Brody taking out Therax. Yep, looks like that Hunchback was pretty fresh too. I think. Yeah, he's at
Brody
90%.
Brody in the back, dude, just spraying, those yellow lasers like R. Kelly up in here, dude. Just laying it down, and they're finishing off Adrena and Captain Judas, Mistlinks and Urban Mech. Those Urban Mechs are pretty tanky, though. I will say that myself.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It looks like that Urban Mech's really far away shooting, maybe a little bit out of his range, but
Right, if you see Marius right here in this Wolfhound just hiding behind a tree
yeah.
away from Adrena. And as you know, every kill counts in MRBC, dude. So Marius trying to stay alive.
There goes the
probably
Urban
goes
Mech.
down. R.I.P. Marius. Try to kite out that Urban Mech. But, you know, at the end here, right, you want last two dudes, even if you're on the losing side, get together, shoot the same mechs.
Yeah.
You know, try to finish them off. Drew's gonna try to put some distance here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Try to put some distance here. May not be successful.
Looks like Aduna's going to be coming down here pretty soon.
Oh, he's legged.
Oh, yeah.
And other leg goes down.
All right.
And looks like we have the first early victory to
Yeah.
Opfor. I love the way both teams did not waste any damn time going into this battle. That's pretty cool. That's what I like to see. I mean, you know, what do you think about the dude? I mean, what do you think about the focus fire? That was pretty good coming from Opfor. It looked like.
Yeah, at first I thought they were just gonna string in because we get that first mech that ran in, but yeah, they called their targets and we got a pretty good damage numbers. Look at Opforce. We got Dunkdown got 376 damage, Brody 334, you know, 280. You know, pretty good damage numbers on the Opforce side, and not only that, I mean SA side as well. They had 364, 356. I mean, I think it just came down to who focus fire better, you know, and
exactly. A focus fire, you know, spreading damage all over the place does not mean as much as focused damage on individual mechs, and that definitely take the advantage over to Opfor. Pretty good first drop. I think this is a lot of energy going into the next three drops, which, as we know, should slow down a little bit as we get a little heavier. Not really much map strat there, guys. Press W for the win. Is what both teams did, and it came out pretty entertaining. So guys, show some love in chat. You know, the first drop could go either way with momentum. I've seen teams, you know, first drop is just so fast paced they can't slow it down and then go into drop 2, 3, and 4, and 5 strong. But looks like I think Mining Collector for our next map. Does that sound about right?
Yeah. Yes, that is. It's one of my favorite maps. I like Mining Collective a lot.
Dude, I dig it. You know, it's a brawl map, but it's a dangerous brawl map in that depending on what side you're on, it's easy to get out traded and it's also easy to get out brawled. Maybe we can bring up the map strat there and take a quick look.
Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Cool. Let's see. Let me bring it over to Mining Collective. And again, guys, so Mining Collective, we're going over to Conquest now. So this changes up the pace a little bit, allows for some different scouting, allows for some more spread. Also called Recon in Force. 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavies. Opfor coming in from Team 1, and of course, Smoke Adders coming from Team 2. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, Team 2 side typically has the advantage if you want to pull a range deck. You can pull this big C right here on any of these buildings around, and even up here in Echo 4, and you've got kill boxes, dude. You got kill boxes Echo 5 here. You know, any brawl team in there is going to get just murdered from every direction. Now, on the flip side, if you're Team 2 and you wanted to brawl across, well, guess what? Here you've got all this cover to come in and brawl. It's very hard for a range team on Team 1 side to repel a brawl because you've got all this cover in here, covering fire, covering multiple approaches right into your face, as we all know. This is also one of my favorite maps. I like, you know, there's some powerful spots on this map, regardless of the team, whether it's Echo 4 here. You know, you get some guys on the barrels, buildings, right? There's definitely some strong key points. You think either team will do more of a trade deck, or you think we'll see another brawl?
Well, that's a good question, Mikado. Just from watching, remember, you know, matches with Entex back when we started MRBC. They brawled a lot, but they also did bring range decks on the right maps. So I think it's a possibility, right? I mean, it's possibly they're going to bring some type of range, maybe a few Overwatch mechs, just like what they brought the Hunchback, right? Although the Hunchback wasn't like a full brawl mech, it wasn't a full Overwatch mech as well. It gave that range. It had that range. It had that, you know, it could stay a little further back and just do damage from further off, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And like, usually, I'm not sure if, you know, we'll see like a range deck versus a brawl deck, but again, I think Smoke Adders, if they wanted to bring brawl, they've got a lot of cover to come into like D4, E4, come over top of Theta, because the left side of Theta is pretty much a solid line of cover, and teams can use that to advantage to get that 3 cap like right off the bat. A brawly high DPS team can get that cap lead, and then just punish the other team to make a push, right? Sun Tzu's Art of War there. Oh, got a little delay, no worries.
Also, I want to apologize to everyone on the stream. I know I still have some static. I haven't got a new headset, so it's only been a few days. So bear with me here. Looking to get a new headset in the next week or so.
It's all good, dude. Man, sometimes my beard hits my mic, and it sounds like that too. I gotta be careful with. No, I mean, guys, again, stream. Thanks again for showing some love tonight. This was a little bit last minute. It almost did not happen. But RJ was able to kind of come back from the dead and help kind of get some numbers pushed around, and we got Iron Kilo, dude. Yeah, good to see you, man. Since I haven't seen you in real life since MechCon, bro.
Yeah.
It should be
it's been a while.
Should be a fun MechCon next year too, as some of these teams may even end up being there too. Hopefully.
Yeah.
They changed the format. Maybe we'll have a 2-day MechCon. It'll be baby friendly. I won't have to smuggle my baby in again. It'll be good times.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I already got the days off of work and everything. So.
Nice, dude. Nice. So it looks like we have both teams locked in. Team 2 locked in, set.
Yep, looks like they're set. All right, we're going to be going into drop 2, everyone. Drop 2, Mining Collective.
All right, again, this is drop 2. You do get a bonus for killing 5 enemy mechs, 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavies. It's a little bit faster than your light drop, but is the team gonna have like an anchor? Are they gonna anchor? They're gonna have an anchor, a boat anchor of like a Niger or something, doing some Overwatch. Maybe some summoners, maybe some linebackers we've seen. Running and gunning up and down maps like this that are a little fast paced. Let's see what we have going on. I'll take a look again at smoke adders as we go in here. If you want to take Opfor.
Definitely, I'll take them.
Sweet. Okay, getting loaded into here. I'll try not to bug myself like I used to. All right, as we load into the map here. Did we lose anyone?
Oh, it looks like they're here.
Okay.
Coming in. All right, for Opfor, we have Matt Becker in a linebacker, Mistlink, Stormcrow, Nova, Summoner, Assassin, Hunchback, and dual Mistlink. So it's interesting they brought dual Mistlings for drop 2 as well.
Okay, and over here on the smoke outer side, their Overwatch is like 2 summoners. Huntsman, Arctic Cheetah, Hunchback, Mistlynx, Nova, Shadowcat 2K. Let me double check these summoners real quick and make sure they are what I think they are. Yeah, Pop-Tart PPC. So both Pop-Tart PPC summoners. So again, those mechs are very mobile, but their DPS is a little lower since those PPC nerfs not too long ago. But it's like N-Tech's Opfor here just going right up.
Yeah.
Dunkdon looks like he's looking for. Oh, Dunkdon may not see this summoner. Oh, that was a quick miss there. That summoner could really hurt a Mistlings like that with just one volley of PPCs.
Oh yeah.
But N-Tex may catch Durax in this Hunchback 2C. He's gonna be slow to get out, dude. He did not make that jump. Durax, I think, is hosed.
Oh, he's
gotta make those jumps, dude. He probably didn't hear that. Bail out, dude. Bail out. He's gonna get caught by Kato as well.
He's already at 73%. Looks like they're going for legs, and he's down.
Quickly down there for smoke adders. Maybe smoke adders can still regroup and see this big open area here. This can be really bad though for N-Tex, for Opfor. They don't want to be up in there because that's a death box right there.
Yeah, it looks like
so they're gonna.
It looks like smoke adders are like most of the guys are behind that hill. They're getting some range, but.
And right now the clock is ticking. Smoke adders do have it's like a 2 cap advantage as well, with the clock going up little by little here. So N-Tex Opfor can't really waste any time getting up here and getting dirty with them. if Smoke Adders can continue to kite and maybe keep these caps down, they may still be able to come to victory because they still have 2 lights up on the board.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Looks like Dunked on here now engaging Donnie, Line Z, and this Nova. Just kind of getting him off those top positions here as well. Captain Judas coming to help him out. Looks like, yeah, so we have Wedge and the linebacker here. Getting into the phase.
On the Smoke Adders as well.
Ooh, that it didn't open up anything, but all that damage counts. So N-Tex right now does have the low. They're pretty. There's some beat up dudes. The Nova, the linebacker Prime is also beat up, but they are hounding some of these mechs. Donnie Z-line down to 59%, 57%. One battle going on there.
Yeah,
we got more mechs in the front. What?
It also looks like they left that Nova to dry. He's not by himself.
The Nova is trying to hold on for dear life.
Oh, he's leg too.
Yep, so he's about to go down. He's down. So again, 2 to 8. That's a lot of mechs up for N-Tex. Right now, Mont's Bar, that's probably the worst place you could be at this moment. 68%. Getting beat down there. Captain Judas trying to put the machine guns down, but the machine guns don't help unless mechs are open. Corrido Dragon as well. Cypher Sphere.
It's the free-for-all right now at this point.
Yeah, so you got these, so right now, they push hard right into the center of Smoke Adders, kind of broke them up a little bit. They've got some Overwatch mechs still, like Invictus kind of on the flank there, but you got your individual dudes getting chased down. Corrido Dragon, Captain Judas, both getting chased down. Adrena Hawk also on the flank. He's down to 60, 40%. That's a lot of mechs beat up. Brody's only beat up one.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Kata goes down, so that's one mech up there, but it looks like the Opfor already has the bonus going here as they clean up the last few mechs of Smoke Adders. Adrena Hawk here about to go down as well, fighting all the way to the death. Invictus here, last man out. Maybe he can get another kill or 2 in, trying to get a little bit extra.
So hopefully maybe he can hit one of those hurt mechs, like that Mist thinks that's at 56%.
Absolutely, and when you're a range team and you see a brawl like that, you leg them and leave them, dude. You leg those brawly mechs trying to come at you. Looks like they were just not able to get a fire line set up in time to receive that push. Here's Invictus gets it from the front and from the back. Getting chewed up by those nasty machine guns.
Yeah, wow. Well, looks like Opfor takes it 2 to, what is it, 6 to, no, 2 to 8? Is that?
Yeah. So we have 2 to 8 in victory here for Opfor. W key to victory. Again, we talked about that. Smoke Adders typically had the advantage when it came to a range deck coming from the open side of the field, but they caught that hunchback out a little early, and that automatically brought the advantage and put Smoke Adders in the back foot. Let's check out the damages here shortly.
Yeah, that's yeah, they just W keyed it. I mean, and if you don't get those lines early enough and where they're pushing, I mean, you pretty much are, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see from the damage numbers there as well. Mechs going down early, but top damage earners looks like from Wedge and that Stormcrow. Oh no, I'm sorry. Dunked on that Mistlink, just machine guns everywhere. Wedge in that Stormcrow as well. Top leader for Smoke Adders, we have 258, 221, and the Arctic Cheetah and the Huntsman. So again, they ran those dual summoners. Not a whole lot of DPS there. That's a lot of DPS to remove from the battle. You better be a damn good shot with those. And Opfor, you get it to victory, dude. Going into drop 3, that's a lot of momentum to try to come back from. But again, it's gonna slow down a little bit more as we go into Caustic, which is a hot map, as we all know.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, we're going into HPG.
Oh, HPG. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah. HPG Manifold, not Caustic. HPG, which that can definitely be more of a trading map. You can spread out a little bit more, get guys up on the wall. But man, what do you think's gonna happen next as we go into these heavier drops, especially with a VIP now of sorts?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, the walls are always a good place to put some range mechs, but that doesn't always mean that you're gonna win. I mean, there's times where we've overcommitted on the wall and not won the fight below, as you can see, on the ground level. But it's interesting. I feel like just seeing where SA is coming from, they like to take some Overwatch mechs, so I'm assuming they're gonna try more of a wall strats type thing. Where see if we look at the map here real quick.
Yeah, so it looks like yeah, on the map I just changed it over. Opfor is coming from Team 1, which
Yeah, so
you know,
they have the better spot for the wall.
yeah, that's usually the better spot. You know, they got C5, C6. You know, there's a lot of lines they can cover to just harass and just be a dick, right? But a well-organized Team 2 though can still put a lot of hurt on those wall mechs because if you know you have a team coming in together, whether they're coming this way, going this way, or coming over the top, and you got everybody shooting together, that 1 or 2 wall mech here can really get beat up. You know, it's easy to lose those trades if you're trading one on whatever. Smoke Adders did bring a little bit of a range deck last match, so I expect them to be, you know, rangy this time as well. Try to get some of those trades in. But you know that center area here on Theta, that's still a key point. That kind of divides this map into, you know, these separate grid areas here on all sides. You know, you'll know early, right? If Opfor doesn't cap, or if you see no people on the wall on Team 1 for Opfor, they're probably gonna brawl, right? You know, brawl right into the core of Smoke Adders again. We'll see. But if Smoke Adders, they've probably seen, okay, you know, they know what to look for. Maybe they can set up a better firing line and really wear down those mechs of Opfor. It's like Team 2 is already set.
Yep.
Good there. Like Opfor is adjusting a few things here. And again, out there in chat, guys, share some love for both of these teams. You know, for coming and working with us today. You know, we're being substitute teachers right now with RJ being out, but you know, we hope he feels better. Show some love. Put your favorite emoticons there in the chat. Show some love for your favorite team. I'm not sure if Iron has a donation box for a new mic.
Yeah.
We'll have to get one going for you, dude.
That'd be great. All right, so it looks like we're just waiting for Opfor. So looks like they were waiting for one more person.
And you know, as we all know, guys, send Iron Kilo a friend request for a free mech bay. You know, that works every time, guys. He's got a whole bunch of them. Don't let him lie to you.
No idea where you heard that.
Cool, just getting set here. Awesome.
Oh, and it still shows Mining Collective. There we go. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Yeah, just, you won't see it until 5 minutes, Mikado, but yeah. But they're missing a mech or a person. Oh, okay. Nah. So it looks like we're gonna be waiting a little bit more on Opforce, but I mean they do have 15 minutes between drops to prep, so.
Oh yeah, and you know, as you know, dude, too, especially as a team captain right here with 228 as well, that sometimes you gotta move people around, like, oh, who's in, who's not, go build that real quick, dude. You know, it happens. So again, good sportsmanship from both teams here and being patient. Appreciate that. But boys, you know, right now, if you need to grab another beer, grab something to drink, take a shot, whatever you want to do, go do it now. Before you miss drop 3, you know, going into this, let's talk about just the rules on drop 3 as well. It's called Commander Assassination. Again, it is Conquest. You get a choice of 1 assault, which is King Crab, Atlas, or Dire Whale. 3 mediums, 4 heavy, so no lights. What that tends to force teams to do is they either have to run some fast mediums or some faster moving heavies to try to make up for that cap game, whether it's Shadow Cats or again linebackers, things like that, to try to make up for that cap advantage, right? Or you have to be really aggressive and really play the cap game well to make sure you time it, because you know King Crab, Atlas, and Dire Whale, they don't move that fast. You can't exactly put nitrous on any of those unless you're gonna run like a XL King Crab, and we don't want that, boys. Don't run XL King Crabs in comp.
Please no.
You know, but you know the Atlas is a turret, guys. That can be a very high damage mech. Atlas still a very nasty brawler, and King Crab can go either way. It can trade a little bit, or it can go brawl as well. And you know that selection can really influence the way this goes. Because again, you do get a bonus for killing the assault and keeping your assault alive. You got to keep your VIP alive. Luckily, the VIPs here in MRBC are a little bit smarter than the ones you see in the queue.
When you're escorting them,
Hopefully.
oh my god.
Yeah, you know, you're not playing that. No one likes escort missions in any video game.
Oh, yeah.
But this one's not too bad. This one can actually shoot
Yeah.
back.
I'm kind of hoping I do see some of that brawl action. Maybe both teams bring an Atlas and they just push on each other. That'd be kind of cool.
Just a basement brawl. Just both teams go in, dude. I haven't seen that in a while. You know, I've seen it before where like one team will get up on caps and go hide in the basement or vice versa and something dumb like that. But a dual brawl in basement, dude, that'd be nice. I mean, you know, with these last patch notes, dude, there was almost a crazy nerf to Laser Vomit, which could have really bumped up DPS mechs even more, right? The DACA mechs, the SRMs, the LBX, that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know if you've seen it in Solaris, a lot of those LBX mechs coming out, doing a lot of damage, taking components off. You know, it doesn't matter how much structure you have. When you get hit with some LBX 40, it's gonna kill everything you have in that torso. So let's see what we got here for both teams here shortly. But yeah, you know, Opfor building a mech. You know, sometimes this happens, guys. You gotta switch guys around last minute. Some people can make it, some people can't, and you gotta build it real quick. Skill tree too. Remember back in the day where you could just like move a module around real easy.
Yeah, that was so much
You know,
easier.
yeah. Now you gotta like go through, get Corporal Tunnel real quick, clicking a bunch of buttons. Feedback, PGI. Feedback. Let us be able to save loadouts, okay? Just save them. Save those deals.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a skill tree, like save your skill tree and just apply it, auto apply it or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, at least have like a template, you know? Because like I know I set up a lot of, you know, like my trading mix, for example. I usually set them up with pretty much the same, like similar, probably 70 nodes, 70, 80 nodes, depending on, you know, on what it's set up with. Just let me copy paste that to all my mechs and then tweak the last few nodes from there. It saves a lot of time, but we'll see. I got a few more minutes here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they have a few more minutes. I think they should be good on time. Yeah, good thing that smoke outers are being very being good sports about it and not complaining or anything. I know I did have one match back season 9 where our opposition was like very upset and they were like not yelling at us, right, but they were complaining, oh come on, hurry up, and yeah.
And that just shows, you know, the sportsmanship of these two teams here. You know, we've all been there before too, whether it's in Mech Warrior and other stuff where it's like, you know, you're playing, you know, softball or, you know, whatever you do, say you play soccer in real life, something like that. Oh, you guys are a guy short, he's stuck in traffic, well, you guys need a forfeit. No one likes to show up and then have the other team forfeit. You want to play your matches out, whether it's late or not, and get your games in, you know, because I believe per MRBC rules, they would just forfeit the one match. But, you know, that's a cheap win. And I don't think you get all the bonus points you can usually get with that as well. So
Yeah. It's good that they're waiting for it, so.
Yeah.
All right, looks like he just got into the lobby. So we're going to have him running up pretty soon here. Looks like we're going to be getting started in a few minutes. Probably a few seconds.
Let them finalize lances here.
All right. Looks like Opfor is ready. Smoke Adders are ready. They've been ready. We are going to get launching tonight.
All right, we are go. Awesome. And again, chat, show your love, guys. You think Opfor is going to brawl it out again and bring it to Smoke Adders? Or is the pendulum going to swing, or we see Smoke Adders with a nasty firing line, or some brawl themselves, guys? Show some love in the chat as I comb my beard, because Jesus, this thing is crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to resist the urge to scratch right now. Like, it's totally I want to just go at it, but I'm fighting it here.
Yeah, I was like real talk. So this almost didn't happen. You know, lucky Iron showed up last minute and you know, to get this going too, dude. I was bumming it. I was like, you know, no pants, no problem. You know, beard all gnarly. Had to clean the Doritos out real quick. But as both teams load in here, we'll go over their builds real quick.
All right, we got those the dropships coming in.
Yeah. And fill out love
Alright.
for which
For
team you're gonna give that love
we
to.
have Dunked On in a Night Gear. We have a Summoner, Shadowcat,
Command coming in.
Hunchback,
Capture and hold
King
the
Crab,
resource point.
Assassin,
Stop any
Linebacker, and Summoner.
hostiles that get
So
in
it
your
kind of looks
way.
like Opforce is bringing some range. What do you see on Smokeouter's side? Milano?
Yeah, I'm seeing similar range too. Yeah, I got the 2 Summoner PPCs. I've got a Nightjar. But we also have a linebacker, which is a very fast heavy, as we all know. Hunchback 2C, Ice Spirit, Assassin, and a Dire Whale for their assault mech there. Let's see what they have as they come in, where they're gonna position.
Like Opforce is pushing straight to
Enemy forces have Sigma.
where Charlie Lance would be for Team 2.
Yeah, so
Pretty nice.
they are just hauling ass up this wall. That's not PPCs on those
Summoners?
summoners. Yeah. What
They're
is
Serms.
that?
Are they Serms?
SRMs. I gotta see.
It looks like Serms to me. Or
SRMs, dude. I like that build. I love that build. It looks like they're trying to decide which way they want to go. I think they're gonna go.
This could be pretty bad for Smokeouters.
They are going to go punch dicks over here on these 3 wall mechs. So it's pretty much 3-on-3 brawl here.
Yeah, they should have waited a bit though. But yep, it looks like they're going in at it. They're going straight for them.
They are. So right now, this Dire Whale and this Hunchback do have lines down here. They're going to want to hug that wall to try to cut the firing lines. So this is kind of sketchy. But the rest of Smokeouters is coming in to join in there.
It's a 4-on-3 on this side.
Oh yeah, and so that's a very aggressive push by Opfor. They're engaging now here with the Dire Whale and these other mechs. They still have their King Crab and stuff way outside the gate, outside the battle right now as they engage. Some fights here in the backfield as well. Smokeouters coming in on Mad Becker here as well.
Yeah, it looks like those summoners are pushing on that on the Dire Whale.
Yeah, they're trying to get that whale down. Marius and Brody does go down that Hunchback. I think that was the PPC Hunchback as well. But they're going ham up here on the wall, trying to trade these Night Gears and this Dire Whale down. But we've got these little micro battles kind of going all over the place. You got Dunked On here, trying to shoot from the gate, get some shots in there for Opfor as well. People, I can't tell what it's called mechas. Mad Becker here shortly going to go down as well. He's on a 31%. That's almost 2 mechs down.
Yeah.
They didn't. Opfor did not finish off that Dire Whale. That Dire Whale is still up, putting damage in. You've got to take down those last few mechs.
Yep, it's important.
He's down
to
at
note,
30%.
That, Opforce just have 2 guys inside that are pretty fresh. The King Crab and the I don't know what that is.
It's like a Shadowhawk.
Yeah,
Shadowcat. Yeah, so Shadowcat. Yeah, right now they're trading with the summoners up here on the wall. Dunked On there also goes down again. Invictus is hurt. Montbard is hurt. We got a 4-on-7 battle.
Yep.
That's still kind of hard to come back from.
Looks like now it's a 4-on-6. Here we go. Dunked On putting out damage in that Night Gear.
Right, and again here every damage, little bits of damage count. Dunked On until it goes down. Yep. Again, 3 relatively fresh mechs for Opfor here. Can they bring it back and finish off some of those last few mechs? Looks like Captain Judas and Karinsky are chasing Marius out of that lower area. Demon Cougar kind of running there.
Also, Smokeouters do have the caps.
Yep, they do have the caps as well. Mischief SC needs to really get up here and try to do some damage, or try to regroup with his team. He could potentially be a pretty good damage dealer. Let me try to see what his build is.
He's going downstairs, looks like.
Yeah, so he's AC2s and Rotary 5s, which it's a lot of DACA. He may be able to catch somebody slipping as the rest of Smokeouters try to come down to the basement here. Because they have to be careful they don't stream in one at a time. You've got Montbard here is not doing too well. Cypher Spear is also a little beat up.
Looks like we're gonna have a fight here in the downstairs.
So if Mischief can get some guns going, get some guns down.
Yeah, he's focusing that Night Gear.
Get a Night Gear down. Yeah, again, that's a lot of armor on that King Crab. Marius going to help him out a little bit. Night Gear does go down there. Cypher Spear is trying to flank the King Crab here to his right. Is he going to be able to hit him as well? Being in that King Crab, you probably want to focus on the mediums and heavies first, if possible. Because Marius right now and the Ice Spirit are kind of going 1 versus 1. Cypher Spear is going to get hit.
Looks like the King Crab is fighting the Hunchback there. Oh, and he's down.
DACA all over his face. Now again, right now Smokeouters do have the cap lead in this so far with much more mobile mechs, right? The Ice Ferret, the Assassin, the Summoners are even very fast mechs as well. They could kite out if they really wanted to, here at this point.
Yep.
But wow, that was pretty close there. Very good push from Opfor. Looks like a little bit on on the missed timing side. They all weren't quite there. They didn't have their King Crab and some other mechs in to do some damage. I love Brawl, but you got to make sure that timing's down.
Looks like we have a fight here in Kappa. It's
Well,
that
one versus
Shadow
one?
Cat versus no. It's going to be a 3-on-1 pretty soon here, but it's that Shadow Cat versus a Summoner. Oop, I think he's legged. Wait, no, he's not.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they took off that machine gun torso off of that Shadow Cat, which that's most of his DPS when you get into little brawls like this. Maybe he can get one more mech down, or at least maybe take out this Ice Ferret or something. Because they try to slow down the cap advantage for Smoke as much as possible.
Oh, looks like the Shadow Cat goes down.
That Shadow Cat goes down. It looks like the King Crab and the Assassin are trying to come out here. Captain Judas coming up on the right flank. He may spot that here shortly. The King Crab's really the only dangerous thing at this point for Opfor.
He's getting they're gonna have to take that heat off that King Crab in order to survive.
Yeah, so then that Summoner does go down again. At this point, if I was Smoke Adders, break off, go cap. Yeah, but right now Marius here is kind of fighting alone a little bit. Get that King Crab Daka back into the battle. Put some fire on Captain Judas.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, and he kills his own teammate.
Oh, so war crimes. War crimes.
Ouch.
Hey, it happens. I'm sure there'll be a little, slap on the butt after this game, but it's like he's going for the Summoner, getting the last leg on him, but gets shot in the butt.
All right.
Third victory goes to Smoke Adders.
All right.
What a pendulum swing.
It's a good victory. They needed that one, I think. Sometimes it kind of sucks when you feel like, the game's turning against you and you're just plunging deeper into this hole, and then a good victory like that just help out a lot for
Right.
morale.
Absolutely. I mean, like the pendulum swing, right? I mean, look at those damage numbers from Smoke Adders, dude. 811 damage by CD in there. Captain Judas and the Assassin doing 631. But Mischief doing 756 and the King Crab for Opfor. I think if Opfor had all their dudes in the hole at the same time, they would have had it. But Smoke Adders kept a cool head, dude. They timed it. They had the firing lines in. They brought boys together, and then the pendulum swinging. Yeah, they spread out. They saw that push. They called it, and man, good job there, Smoke Adders. Awesome.
Yep, well done.
So that push, just up the line there. That's something that you don't see that very often on this map, anyways. You see it in Pug Q, up and down that line, but not always in COP, just because this is typically a trading map. I looked at those missile pods and the summoners. I'm like, are those missile pods and summoners? It's either ATMs or SRMs. And sure enough, they brought those SRM summoners. Those are fun old builds too.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I don't have any predictions for drop 4. So this is the 2-2-2-2.
Was it 5 kills for Opfor on that one? I think it was.
Oh, so for this one, it was the bonus for killing all assaults and keeping yours alive.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like neither team got the bonus, if I understand it correctly, because they
dropped
the dire.
Oh, they both lost their. Yep, that's right.
They both lost their assault, so you have to kill the enemy assault and keep yours alive per the rules. Both teams did lose that. They did get that dire wall down. So while that was a victory for Smoke Adders, that wasn't as clean of a victory as the earlier games for Opfor. So right now, point lead, Smoke Adders need to still come out strong for drop 3 and drop 4 and drop 5. Excuse me, going to these next 2 maps. And we are now on Canyon Network, everyone's favorite from 2016 World Champs. 2-2-2-2 on Canyon Network. I've played this exact setup way too many times for World Champs in 2016. Again, good map though, good map. But it does, again, this is more balanced, right? You have 2 assaults, 2 heavies, 2 mediums, 2 lights. This map, as we all know, it can get brawly, it can get rangy. There's some power positions on this map. We can pull up the map strat here. Let me get Canyon Network going. Let me know once you have that up there, dude.
It's up. Ready.
Perfect. So sweet. So so we have Opfor. They're on Team 1 this time. Team 1 typically, you can do some trading here. You trade up along D5. You get some dudes on radio tower. and you trade in. Whereas with Team 2 here for Smoke Adders, some very strong positions, right? You have this major hill here. You get guys on some of these little smaller alcoves here, here, and here, and you can and you can kind of shield Kappa. There's a lot of positions to fire. You can run some extreme range mechs on this map, whether you put someone in Junkyard or here in Echo 5. Get some extreme range going down some of these lines. The way we've seen it so far, Opfor is brawled. There's a very good possibility they could just come through, come through one of these areas and try to brawl up, or come through D3 and try to brawl up here on Entex, or excuse me, on Smoke Adders. It's, as you know, dude, as a group leader, it's super important to scout out the enemy as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And especially on a map like this, there's so many blind spots, right? That if you're getting snuck up on 2 minutes into a match, something went wrong with your scouting, with your scouting boys. So it's really imperative here. Again, there's no tonnage limit, so they can pretty much run whatever they want. I'm expecting like the usual, like maybe a Wolfhound or something for lights, assaults, Mad Cat MK2, still very strong mechs. Maybe even some Annihilator cheese or something like that as well. Again, slower, but heavy Goss, stuff like that, still very strong.
Just looking at like the way Opforce has been playing, I really think it could even be an Epsilon push and with some fast mechs. And when we're talking about fast mechs, is like, Mad Cat can be pretty fast as a brawl mech. The DACA one, right? And you can bring some dual Orions, 2Cs, all those things, those tanky bastards.
Super nasty mechs, dude. Yeah, once you don't want an Orion with all of its layers to get up in your face.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So, and on this map too, it's not always easy to go for legs, right? There's all these valleys and ramps and stuff like that. There are rangy parts of this map, but it's still, if the enemy team's smart, they can still hide their approach if they do it the right way. We'll see what happens as we come up here. Both teams getting ready. Looks like Opfor may be having another mech kind of rearrangement right now. give them some time here, and it's always tough when you have a guy out. But again, still have these 3 matches to go. SA can bring it back strong and still take this division. See if I can bring up the map score here as well.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want where we're at? As far as the rep points?
Yeah, let's look at the rep points. I don't have that stuff. I don't do the math here, guys. I sit here and look pretty. Iron and RJ do all the hard work, guys. So chuck it up to them, man, doing the hard work. Well, yeah, let's see how we're doing so far.
Well, it looks like right now we have Smoke Adders with 450 rep, and Opforce with 825 rep. So right now it's 2-1 Opfor, but yeah, it's not as it looks like a lot, right? But I've seen many close matches this season where it seems like this, and then boom, the next team wins 1 or 2 more, and at the end of the fight, it's it's an 1,000 versus 1,100 rep. Close matches.
Oh yeah.
You can see that, and that makes it even harder to decide a decision, right? Because a division, because the scores are so close.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with MRBC, the pendulum can swing so far. Sometimes you have teams that, maybe will miss a match in early season, and you have to make sure you factor that in at the end, right? The lead can switch very easily. And again, you win big. You win big. You win small, lose small, right? When you lose, you want to make sure you try to preserve your bonuses, deny the enemy team bonuses. Again, try to keep as many of your mechs alive as possible. Deny those kills to the enemy team, and do your paperwork, right? You get points now for your screenshots, for recording matches on each side of the team too. So just doing paperwork can also get you the victor as well. Which sometimes paperwork isn't easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we have still waiting on a few more for Opfor. Again, thanks for your patience, guys. Show some love here in the chat. Everyone, let RJ know you're thinking about him. Homesick right now. And guys, they're coming to the end of MRBC, the MRBC season here, guys. Doesn't matter whether you're a new team or you're new to MechWarrior. Get some boys together and some girls together, whatever you got. and come join MRBC. The great part about MRBC is you have different divisions that start, from the lower divisions all the way up. Teams move up and down depending on skill level, and we try to do the best to try to place you with an evenly matched team. And as you've seen tonight, we've had some really good battles so far. So if you want to get on camera, kind of learn a little bit of the comp scene here, guys, hit up the MRBC website, mrbcleague.com. Go check it out, guys. Show some love
definitely. MRBC, it's been fun. I mean, I've done my group has been done it maybe starting season 8.
Nice.
And just done. Not only that, we did the season 8. We did also that Run Hot or Die. We did the EMP tourney. I forgot what that was called. It was 6v6.
Star League.
Star League. Yeah, we did that. I mean, all these comps, and it's pretty fun. I mean, at times it's stressful, but it's also very fun and helps you kind of grind your, you kind of just tone down your skills and kind of just, gives you the opportunity to kind of just perform and improve your skills as well,
Oh yeah, and you learn a lot as well, right? The best player in solo queue may not be the best player in a team aspect, right? There's things you have to look for, map sense. Even it happens to the best of us, or sometimes you start to tunnel vision a little bit, and you got to bring it back out to kind of see what's overall good for the team, whether it's sharing armor or whatnot. So again, guys, if you haven't played MRBC or comp before, check it out. Get some of that experience. It's always good to have new players. You could be the next. Whether it's MechWarrior Online World Champ team or I don't know MechWarrior 5 champion if they ever bring multiplayer to the MechWarrior 5, check it out. Like we have a full deck for both sides now. Yeah, looking good.
Just waiting up for everybody to ready up. Looks like both teams are ready. I haven't seen Opfor say that they're ready, but I'm assuming they are. Let me just double check.
Okay.
All right. Looks like they're ready. Here we go, guys. Into drop 4. 2-2-2-2. Opfor versus Smoke Adders. Here we go.
All right. So again, both teams looking good here. Smoke Adders going to continue to trade and try to look for that brawl push early and punish Opfor. Is Opfor going to go full balls to the walls and brawl? We'll see here, especially where their lances drop. A lot of times when you get on a map like this, especially where your lances drop, you're going to tell the enemy team whether you're going to be brawl, whether you're going to be range, etc. What are you going to go for off the break?
Yeah.
Again, in a comp setting, typically a brawl team, if you're going balls to the walls, you may not drop back to cap some cap points, right? If you see the enemy team has capped nothing in the first minute, then you better be looking for a brawl coming up your alley here. So let's see what we got going.
Yeah, and not only that, just and taking it to note, one of the things I did like about the comp client or the tournament client for this year, or last year really, you could say, was the fact that you couldn't really see what lances the enemy team had. So. And they can see yours.
And,
so
that's a huge advantage, yeah. When you can just come out of nowhere. Oh, they spawn all their lances right on our front door. And let's look at the mechs real quick here.
Yeah, it looks like Opfor is Mad Cat 2. We got a Missing Prime, Mad Cat 2. Double imp on the Mad Cat 2 Summoner, Assassin, Commando, Hunchback, and a Linebacker. It's really fast. Opfor is really close together. What do you see on the Smoke Adder side, Mikado?
The Smoke Adders, again, more rangey stuff, ERPPCs, so we have Hunchback 2C, Wolfhound, Mistlings, Mad Cat 2, Nightjar, Summoner, Huntsman, Mad Cat, B as well. So Smoke Adders are rangy, and they saw that push from Opfor, and they are effing right off, as you can see.
Yeah.
Kurio Dragon, CD and Kerensky, he may be the only one to get a little worried here, trying to get out of that low ground here while he can. He can get back behind the hill.
Ooh, this could be really bad for him.
It could be. It could be. So either Opfor is going to go take the long way around, right? Go towards Sigma, kind of come up that little zone there. Or at some point, they may make the call, go up and over and get these guys. Because if the battle starts right now, you're really going to have a kind of spread out team.
Looks like the lights are going to be pouncing on that assault real quick here. I don't think they noticed. The Hunchback even noticed the lights yet either.
Yeah, so just like Brody down to 81%. So you got a little hit coming up. But yeah, Kerensky already getting hit by the mislinks assassin 2-for-1ing him. That mislinks in his butt.
Yeah.
Critting out everything. He goes down.
Yep.
Cypher Spear may also be next on the short list here as well. Adrena Hawk coming to help out a little bit. But again, if you trade a medium and an assault for a light mech, definitely do it. Cypher Spear shut down. Bad shutdown there.
Yep.
Yep. So right now the rest of Opfor is now showing up, coming to the battle here. A little bit of a firing line from Smoke Adders, but that's not a very good place still to try to receive a push. It's like a strike came in there on Android. Some of the boys.
Enough here at this point. We're looking at
Yeah, so focus fire is super important. Those the mislinks are dunked on, just pressure, putting pressure in, getting those range mechs turned around, causing havoc in the backfield. It makes it really hard to focus a mech when you have a mislinks in your butthole. It's like Nightjar A Invictus is now getting focused as well. He goes down. Quick focus fire there. It's like Mad Cat 2 is maybe the next focus fire as well.
Check that someone's about to go down as well for that's a Curio Dragon.
Yeah, so right now they got actually they split them up. Adrena Hawk and Montbard here, the only ones trying to do some work. Montbard overheats as well. Again, you don't have enough DPS to expel an enemy push like that. Everyone is still alive for Opfor right now. Monty Bard getting hit here. They're trying to chase him down. Maybe Adrena Hawk. Dude, they W to victory, man. W to victory. They did see that coming. Adrena Hawk goes to sleep. Do not want to go to sleep mid-match.
Montbard went down, and now it's left down to that. What is that?
Wolfhound. The Wolfhound, yep. And those things are tanky, but not against the whole team of 8 enemy brawl mechs. One mech here is still left for Smoke Adders and that mislinks. They're gonna get you, dude. I'm sorry, bro. It's like, but Captain Judas, he probably saw, the battle's going south, get on the cap game. But when you call cap game, the rest of your team needs to go for legs, right? You want to try to maul the enemy team so they can't counter cap you if you're gonna do this. But right now, there's just too many mechs left for Opfor. And Judas here on Sigma. Everyone and their mom now knows that he's there. Brody coming to try to slow him down. That mislinks should probably one-on-one him if he really wanted to and take that kill. And it's like he probably will take that kill. Brody coming in there to try to slow him down. Stick him there. And man, those machine guns are so nasty. Even after the nerf a few patches ago, machine guns are just so gross. But it's like we have Demon Cougar in the Commando and Wedge pulling up here.
Sorry, I'm a little quiet right now. I got a dog barking, so I need to kind of mute the mic here.
And it is possible for this mislinks to still do some damage. If you can catch mechs on their own, like with Brody there, you can sometimes get the extra kill or two in, but not when you're gonna face tank 3 of them. Quite like this little valley right here. It's kind of a bad spot as well. But like dropping a suicide strike there, trying to get some more damage in, pat those damage numbers a little bit. So they're going for his legs. Mislinks, the little mislinks that could. Oh, he loses both arms there and goes down. Mislinks, all arms. And looks like we have victory. Drop 4. Swirly going over to Opfor.
Yeah, well played by Opfor. Well played.
And they also get the bonus as well. They killed all the enemy heavies and all the enemy assaults. So that also stacks the deck a little bit as well.
Yeah, and they just W keyed. I mean, you said it. They W keyed, and just right into the enemy.
They W keyed, and Smoke Adders just could not get out of the way fast enough to counter that. If you want to look at the damage scores here, so I mean, the highest damage for Opfor, you have Marius at 541. Dunked on 474. For Smoke Adders, you got of course lower damage there. 342 for the Huntsman. For Montbard, Captain Judas 318. Bring those trading mechs, right? Those summoners, those hot high alpha Mad Cat builds, etc. You've got to give your team some time to put that damage in. When you're overheating and running heat scale, you can't repel a brawl like that, and they were not able to make some distance there. But holy moly. Going into drop 5, it's not as easy for teams to brawl, I want to say, right? Because you're running with a bunch of assaults. Yeah. It'll be a slow-paced brawl, but we'll see. Let's get a match here.
It's definitely a slower match too. A slower game yeah, match, you could say. It does take a little bit longer to
Yeah.
just get in position and everything with those assaults.
Yeah, just getting people in a position, it's a lot of times trying to move around. This is gonna be on Grim Plexus too, so, you know, Grim Plexus is a pretty tradey map. It's really easy to trade on it if you get enough, mechs up early, putting that damage down early enough. Even on a brawl team, you can usually do enough damage on Grim to really punish the other team. We may have lost a player there, Cedian. I'll see if we can get him in. We may have to kick him and bring him back. As both teams set up here. But wow, I mean, again, in MRBC there's different divisions, but I swear, when you see these battles, you can't always tell the divisions that these players are in, right?
Yeah.
The battles are so vicious, right? With focus fire, the brawl, the trading. These teams have brought it tonight. Again, Opfor is just WKing the victory. Smoke Adders, they used to do a lot of brawl as well. They've done more trading recently, it seemed. Not just in this match, but in past matches. It does take a lot of organization to try to counter those hard brawls like that. And try to prevent that. Again, when you're a comp team and you're trading, and you see a brawl team coming towards you, you gotta go legs, leg them and leave them. You leg the first mech,
Yep.
You keep moving. You leg the next mech, you keep moving, right? You got to keep that flow up. Try to pull those brawl mechs out of the push. Opfor has been really good at sending their lights in to the back lines of Smoke Adders, getting them turned around and just frazzled, right, to the point where they're not able to focus fire the way they want to. And I think that's been a big play there. Opfor lights, I think they're doing pretty
really
some good work tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
And being a light pilot isn't always easy. I'm not a light pilot myself, but lights, they're the first ones blamed when there's a loss, and they're the first ones blamed when there's a win sometimes. It's just, but they are an essential part of the battle, whether it's scouting, capping, or just causing chaos.
Yeah. So what do you think we're going to see on Drop 5, like mech-wise, mech choices? Because, I mean, this is always the interesting thing, right? I mean, you get the four assaults. So it's either going to be, you talk about the main heavy, meta assaults. You can talk about Annihilators, Mad Cats.
So, I mean, Annihilators, nasty. Again, they're slow. So you may not see heavy Gauss Annihilators, but maybe you'll see some like Ultra 2 Annihilators, right? Some AC2s or LBX2, something like that. Just pumping damage in a range. They can stand tall. Maybe some Mad Cat MK2s, right? They can run ER large, they can run Gauss, they can punish from range, and they're fast enough to adjust their firing line. So Annihilators, Mad Cats, again, you can only have one double per team. So whether you invest that in this drop, again, it could be you can invest in double heavies, double lights maybe, but most likely you're going to invest the doubles in your assaults. Do you have any ideas for assaults for other teams as well? Do you guys run anything different?
We tend to double up on assaults. We like the assaults. But as far as choices, I mean, there's so many good assaults. I mean, I like assaults. I play primary assaults, so I like all the assaults out there pretty much. I mean, Supernovas are great, Mad Cat, Annihilators. I like my Victor. I do like my Victor. I don't get to play it too often, but guys usually tell me, Iron, that's a bad one. No, don't bring it.
Which one is that? The heavy Gauss one? Like the one heavy Gauss?
No, it's really bad. It's AC20 and 3 SRM6.
Okay, so it's like a little bit of the old school meta, Victor.
Yeah, it runs fast though. It's
yeah.
That's why I like it. It's fast in your face and it tanks.
It's a good build in BattleTech.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool. Maybe we'll see a fast brawl meta from one team or the other. Maybe some gargoyles, executioners, something dumb like that. We'll see.
Yeah. We actually saw that one time in a what was it? Was it a Battle for Midway match against 42nd? They brought a weird deck on Grim Plexus, and it was like an executioner. It was all fast mechs that could run away from our slow mechs. So we brought it. Our deck was pretty slow and stationary, where they had really fast mechs. So that was interesting.
Yep. And on this map too, right? There still is Conquest. You do get a bonus for killing all assaults, but it's just as easy to kite on an enemy team. If you kill all the enemy teams, the 2 lights, you kill the enemy team's 2 heavies, and it comes down to a cap battle, you can just kite with your lights around the map for the next 10 minutes, and you're going to win on caps. So it's essential that both teams pay attention to caps as well as be aggressive with their, their trades and their pushes, because it could come down to a cap match. Now, in Smoke Adder's favor, they're going to have to be more aggressive here as far as just totally wiping out Opfor to try to cut that distance down from the point lead that Opfor has on them right now. So they may not be able to afford to sit back and do just cap victory alone. But maybe they'll say F it and just bring all brawl themselves and just W key to victory as well. Maybe we'll have a little brawl in the middle from both teams. Let's see what we got.
All right,
both
so
teams
are both ready. They unreadied real quick to make some changes, and they are ready now. So we are going to launch.
Yep, absolutely. So hey, guys, again, in chat, show some love. This cast almost didn't happen tonight. Show some love for both of these teams. Show some love for Iron and RJ. RJ out with like Ebola. Iron showed up with his epic beard. Sent him a friend request for free Mech Bay. Get ready to see this awesome last match tonight, boys and girls.
Yeah, here we go.
Take a look at the maps here.
Yeah, an interesting thing about this map too is, I mean, you could go around and get the caps out in the circle in the edge. You could say, Gamma, Sigma, Kappa, but those are really far away from each other. So you have to kind of decide what you're gonna do, what you're gonna hold, what you're gonna kind of, pretty much what you're gonna be holding on this map to make sure you have the most control.
Absolutely, and again, with this being such a slow-paced battle, it's almost essential that you try to tie up the cap points. A lot of weight's gonna fall on the backs of both lights for both team, and try to keep that even. Because, like as we saw in previous battles, the lights can make an essential difference when there's a hard push, and if the lights are too far out of the battle to help with that, that's gonna hurt for that pushing team. But let's look at these drop decks here. You want to start with Opfor?
Yeah. Looks like Opfor brought a Mad Dog as one of their heavies. Cyclops, Mauler, MX-90. Good to see some of that Mauler action. Dual Annihilators, Linebacker, Commando, and a Misting. So it might be more of a DACA deck, I'm thinking. What do you see on the Smoke Adder side?
Oh, looks that way. So we have like Linebacker, Mistlinks, King Crab, Nightjeer, Mad Cat B, two Annihilators, and Arctic Cheetah. Let me check these builds real quick. It looks like King Crab with Goss and ER large. So that's definitely trade. Nightjeer with Goss, trade. DACA, Mad Cat, and the B, of course. And the Annihilators are packing DACA as well. So yeah, we have some DACA coming from both sides here.
Looks like the Annihilators on the Opfor side are running DACA for sure.
Gotcha.
I don't know how to select and see the builds, but I can see that they are what looks like ACs. I want to see they have ACs, AC5s.
Gotcha. Yeah. The easy way is 1 through 8 on your keyboard for team 1, and then hold down Shift and 1 through 8 for the other team, and then press V to zoom back out. But it looks like we have a little skirmish here going down at Kappa. Smoke Adder's getting the early cap lead, but right now these two mechs here for Smoke Adders may be caught a little out. Was that SRMs or streaks coming from that?
SRMs.
Okay. I was like, that would be some sneaky stuff to run around with the linebacker with some streaks. But so we have some DACA going, some fire going back and forth from both these two teams, trading back and forth here.
We're getting a fight here on Theta too. Looks like lights on one mech on that Nightjeer. Always hard when a Nightjeer has to fight two lights.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it looks like Demon Cougar and Dunked On here just kind of getting early here, and their goal, they're just trying to push Opfor off, or they're trying to push Smoke Adders around a little bit, just kind of pressure them, because it's kind of forced Smoke Adders to kind of back off the top of that hill, which you don't really want to do if you've got Annihilators coming up at your butt.
Yep.
This Mad Dog from Opfor, he is ATM 12s. He's just chilling. I mean that's a bad position because you could easily get focused, but it's also kind of a good position. He's got ATMs on that. But again, more battles here going on over this. There's some UAVs going up. You gotta keep an eye on UAVs because that can definitely broadcast your push.
Looks like Smoke Adder's maybe looking the wrong way because the main force here for Opfor is coming up on the hill. They were looking back at that linebacker.
Yeah, right now, I would say the Opfor may have a little bit of an advantage here. They kind of need to put all their mechs to the same side. Curio Dragon may be the good focus here for Opfor, ATMs and Dunked On here coming in on Curio Dragon. He's kind of out on his own. You can see like that little side. Smoke Adder's rotated away from. He's going to go down here shortly. Yep, and he does go down. We have some mini battles here. It's like Invictus is up on top as well, but the King Crab for Smoke Adders as well is not looking too healthy. Down to 64%, getting hit by
like
ATMs.
The second Annihilator is getting focused as well. We got the Mystics right behind him on his back.
Yeah, so Dunked On just up in people's butts tonight, getting in on those assaults and getting those crits, dude. Critical damage.
That's what the Mystics for the Smoke Adders used to be doing. They were getting behind the enemy.
Exactly. Right now it seems like, you know, Opfor is just doing really good work with those lights, getting in on their backside here, cleaning up CD and Karitsky and that Mad Cat B. He goes down. Only the Android and these few more mechs here. But if you see, just take a quick look at it. You know, Opfor is definitely sticking together. They're trying to shoot all the mechs together. You know, sometimes if you have a mech shooting you in the butt, ignore what's shooting you in the butt and focus on that called mech. And that seems to be what's happening right now as they finish up these last few mechs here. Oh, but Colonel Jamie Wolf does go down as well. I guess like the
now
bonus.
3 on 4, no 3 on 5 at the moment.
Yep, and then it's very low health there for the Smoke Adders. Last few mechs are going to go down here. They're all kind of a little spread out, not quite shooting the same thing. But yep, Android goes down and Adrenal Hawk down to 28%, tanking it in that Cheetah. But that may be a little too late, as not only does Opfor get the victory, they also get the bonus for killing all assaults here on Drop 5. And as you mentioned before, Smoke Adder did have the early cap lead, but that was not enough to save them, as Opfor super aggro, and now they have all the time in the world to go cap, man. What do you think about that?
Interesting push by Opfor. Interesting push. I felt like the linebacker and the lights were meant to distract them from that hard push, and the timing wasn't bad at all. I mean, the timing seemed very close.
And what we call Hamburger Hill, where they kind of rotated around there. It's really easy, right? At first you're in the center of the pack, and now the team's coming around on you. Now you're on the flank, and now you're getting ran over, and that seemed to happen to those first few assaults for Smoke Adders. And you have to make sure you shift your firing line off and back. Opfor's lights vicious, super aggressive in the face of Smoke Adders. Those two lights, it's like getting chased by chihuahuas. Two chihuahuas chase Smoke Adders off the top. You don't want to let that happen. And once they lost that top ground, they seem to go down. But again, excellent battle tonight. Let's take a look at these damage numbers here shortly.
Yep, we'll see the numbers right now.
Yeah. You want to take it away?
Well, let's see here. For Opfor, 745 and 756. For Mad Dog has 756. The Mystics had 745. Wow, and let's see here. The linebacker 500, 616, 693. So just overall a crap load of damage from Opfor. So what do you see on Smoke Adder's side here?
Smoke Adder, so top damage earners, the Nightjar with only 580, followed by linebacker 481, King Crab 426. So as you see, just in damage numbers alone, so much more damage being pumped out there by Opfor. And the light Dunked On in that Mistlinks, and the ATM Mad Dog of everything doing top damage to those ATMs. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, that goes to show that ATMs are pretty damn powerful, you know?
Dude, we saw, Black Notch, we fought Isengrim, dude. They came out with some nasty ATM stuff too. That may be something to look out for as we finish up MRBC season and even go into World Championships. ATMs have a lot of nasty damage if you can use them correctly. But man, again, guys, show some love for both of these teams tonight coming up, showing their best here in their Division D. Man, they were vicious. W key for victory. Hats off to Opfor as well. Yep. Did you have any idea how it would go tonight? I thought maybe Smoke Adders or their trading would be able to get a little leg up on Opfor.
I kind of expected more of the trading action, to be honest. But yeah, it was. I mean, Opforce pretty much just put the pedal to the metal and just said, "Let's go, let's go, let's go," and let's punch them in the face.
Yeah, and again, guys, W key to victory. It typically works in Pug Q, and it typically works here in Comp 2, guys. Just breaking down strategies for both teams. Smoke Adders taking a little bit more of a conventional approach, trying to slow the battle down a little bit more, a little bit more trading, the PPC summoners and stuff we saw tonight. But Opfor, just more DPS. And they didn't hesitate. If you hesitate with DPS, you'll get beat by those trading mechs, and they used it well. A little iffy on HPG, their timing was off. You can see how even a DPS push can get really messed up if your timing's not right with all your mechs. You know, but you know that's what I love to see. You know, they've definitely practiced their strats through this whole season, and it definitely came to fruition here tonight. I don't think we'll be having any interviews tonight, but maybe we can wrap up with some of the points and stuff so far.
Yeah. So at the end of the night, Opfor takes the match at 4-1 with 1,550 rep, and Smoke Adders with 575 rep. So both teams well played. Yeah, just well played for both teams, and that in the division. Let me see if I can pull that up here real quick.
Yeah, divisions. Yeah, if you get the guys, go on the MRBCLeague.com. You can check stats. You can check who's in the lead, etc. Go check it out. Right now in Division B, or sorry, Division D.
Yeah, I'm doing the math here real quick here.
Okay.
Because Opfor's had 65-25 before the match. You add 1,550. That puts them at 80-75. And then we have 75-90 for Smoke Adders. And we add the 575. That puts them at 81-65. So I think because Smoke Adders won that victory, they might still retain the lead on the division. And may still take the division.
Okay, yeah, because looking at Division B, yeah. So again, it was pretty close going in, right? I mean, even if you just look, MRBC.com on the league table, right? You'll see the stats for the different divisions. You go to the North American division here. Yeah. You take a look at it. So going into this, Smoke Adders did have the lead, with 21 drops won and 4 drops lost. Opfor came in 18 drops won, 2 drops lost. So if you just look at that there, Smoke Adders are up before you even factor in points, right? So from tonight, before you even get to the math, right, you have 4 more victories, to Opfor, plus the numbers on top of that. I think Opfor brought their A game tonight to take Division D victory, and we may see them in Division C next year too.
Yeah,
that'd
one
be pretty
thing
cool
I'm
to see.
noticing too here, I was noticing the points, but actually Opfor only has 4 matches reported, so this would be match 5. So that's pretty much, I think they will take the division here. They have another match coming up against, I think it's Aces Wild. So with this victory, it brings them closer to the division. They'll still be in second place for this week, but depending on how they play against, depending on next week, this division probably isn't still tied up. I think the only one that's left is Aces Wild. Well, yeah, I think it's Aces Wild and Opfor for next week. So, this division, I think it's still up in the air. I have to kind of go through the different possibilities, but I think it's still up in the air there.
And again, guys, it's been an awesome night, guys. Again, this almost didn't happen tonight. We don't have any stuff to give away tonight. I'm sorry. Hit up RJ. Tell him to give you some free stuff too. Next time you see him. But yeah, I guess we can wrap it up for the night.
Yep. So that's it, guys. Once again, just finally it up. Opfor's 4-1 versus Smoke Adders 173rd. 1,550 rep to 575. Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna have a few more this week. Actually, there's a few more constant matches this week. I'm hoping to put another one, hopefully with a better mic if I can get it. And that's it. I want to thank you, Mikado, for kind of taking lead on just getting this all together. And I just kind of ran in, just like turn on the computer. Okay, let's do this.
Best substitute teacher ever, dude. Appreciate it, man. And again, you're tying it up, guys. Follow, subscribe, MRBC. Check out the MRBC League table. Check out these matches. Like I said, we have Aces next on the 27th, I believe, as well. Go see what those matches are. We try to cast as many as we can. Hey, guys, Mech Warrior, stay cool. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, guys, have a good night.